Good day. Hope everybody's having a good one out there. Had a report I wanted to share with everybody. Skid No. Dave Snake Sabo says Skid Row is not interested in a reunion with Sebastian Bach. Now, a lot of bands have been doing like reunion stuff or, getting back together and, doing like Def Leppard. There's a bunch of bands out there that have been doing this, and with great Motley Crue, Poison, a bunch of bands out there that have been really pulling it off and making some money, coming out of retirement, so to speak. Sebastian Bach has been doing solo stuff. He plays pretty small venues and stuff like that. He hasn't really gotten back to any of the tier levels that he was at with Skid Row. Now Skid Row has since gone on, and they have a brand new singer who is able to, well, let's just put it this way. If Sebastian Bach was to come out and do some shows with them right now, it would be an embarrassment for him. It would be a bad idea because the new singer has so much of that range that Sebastian Bach used to have, and then some. Some would say he's singing the songs even better than Sebastian, ever could. At this point in Sebastian's career, his vocal cords are nowhere near. He has a hard time getting through some of his own, music. I even did a react vid to some, doing Slave to Grind, I think it was. And it's, I'm not gonna, crap on Sebastian. It's just the reality is his voice is not where this new singer's is. And it would just be a bad idea in that aspect, let alone the fact that after the interviewer asks, what is the possibility of a reunion with Sebastian Bach? Now, he was quick to respond. Responds as transcribed by Blabbermouth. It's not even a part of any sort of thought process. This is Skid Row, and that conversation is 23 years old since Skid Row reformed without Bach, and I have no desire to. I'm not interested. None of us are. It comes down to happiness, and we're really, 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 really happy where we're at and how the band sounds and feels. I love playing our music, and I love playing it with the guys that we're playing it now with, which is just a nicer way of saying, look, we like this new singer. We don't like Sebastian. But he's using some kind of kid gloves with it. He goes on to say, and so I don't want to change that. I'm in a great place personally, and I think we're all in a great place as a collective. Buttermouth also added that Sabo was asked this question about a reunion. And I've been asked 1,000 times, what about the payday of the reunion with Sebastian? And that's all well and good, but if that's why I did this, if that's why we did this, I could speak for everyone. We probably wouldn't be doing it. Sabo explained, I want to be happy, and I am very, very happy. And so are the guys. Everybody's really happy. So I'm getting the impression that everybody's pretty happy where they're at. And that is understandable. Now, if anybody has paid any attention to Sebastian Bach, his antics on Twitter, just his general way of being these days, I can understand a band, being like, you know what? No, because they know exactly what it's all going to entail with with him, but they also know that just doing one of these shows, or say a couple of them, also entails photo ops, all sorts of interviews, all sorts. They're gonna, just one show means they're gonna have to spend a pretty good amount of time with this guy. They obviously don't want to. I think they're being very classy about the whole thing. You know, basically, they're not throwing shade on Sebastian. They're just saying, look, where we're at, we're good, we're happy, and we don't want to put any ripples in the water. And you got to respect them for that. You know, this is their career, and yeah, they could just as easily, get a payday. And but he's, basically stating that, look, it ain't like we're making millions now. So, and if that's why we're in it, then we're not doing a good job, are we? So, they're obviously about being happy doing what they love doing, and you have to respect that. And asking them to bring something into the fold that is going to do the opposite of that, that's a big ask. And I don't think there is an amount of money, for some people, that aren't comfortable maybe doing what they love doing, or maybe can't even do what they love doing for a living, maybe they would answer this a little bit differently. But when you are in that place, it's pretty easy to understand. And, that's something that most people strive to get. That's the thing that most people work for in life, is to be doing something that makes them happy, and to be getting paid to be doing something you love. And, they've gotten there, and they're happy where they're at. I guess you can respect that, right? So, good. I mean, as short as it is, Metal Sludge, reporting, Skid, no. Nope, that's a big NO. No, Sebastian. No, thank you. Oh. What are you going to do? I mean, what do you think? What would you do? If, is it really worth the payday to you to maybe even end up just breaking up altogether because you can't even handle that much time with him? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Hope everybody's having a good one out there. Stay safe, everybody, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.